Hey everybody, this is Mr. Beckstrom, and today I'm looking at a forum question we have here. And it says solve the right triangle, and it says angle A is equal to 35 degrees and 25 minutes, and side A is equal to 10.65, and we have this right triangle over here. So how do we go about solving this? Well, the first thing I'd want to do is convert this 35 degrees and 25 minutes just into decimal form here. So the way that I do that is I can just remember 25 minutes is the same thing as 25 over 60 degrees. So I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to say 35 degrees plus 25 divided by 60. Because remember, 25 degrees, just like kind of like minutes or 25 or minutes over seconds, it's the same thing. And you're going to get, so this is going to be 35 point, and I'll go out 4 decimal places. So 35.4167. So 35.4167. So A is approximately equal to 35.4167 degrees, and we still have that little a is equal to 10.65. All right, so in order to find the other sides and other angles, I'm going to be using my trig functions here. All right, so given that this is the acute angle that I know, and I know the opposite side over here, I'm definitely going to want to use one of my trig functions that uses the opposite side. So that is either going to be the tangent or the sine. Remember, let's go ahead and write down SOHCAHTOA. So that's SOHCAHTOA. So SOHCAHTOA is sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. So two of these uses the opposite side. Each of them does except for the cosine. So I don't want to use the cosine, but I can either use the sine if I want to first find the hypotenuse, or I can use the tangent if I first want to find this adjacent side. So let's go ahead and first find the hypotenuse. So if I want to do that, I'll go ahead and use the sine function. I could have done either one. So to set that up, I'm going to say the sine of alpha is equal to the opposite, which is the side A from this alpha. Remember, this is our alpha side. Or really, I should be using, let me go back and change that a little bit. We're using A for this angle here. The sine of A is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. So this is going to be little a over little c. So go ahead and substituting in for that. The sine of this right here, so 35.4167 degrees is equal to 10.65 over c. And then in order to solve for that, I can just go ahead and cross multiply and divide, put this over 1. So c times the sine of 35.4167 is equal to 10.65. And finally, I'll just divide both sides by the sine of 35.4167. So I'm going to get c is approximately equal to, go back to my calculator, and I already have here that. So let's do 10.65, 10.65, oops, 10.65, 10.65 divided by the sine of, oh, and what did I forget to do? Let me make sure I'm in degrees, which I am. The sine of 35.4167. 167, and that is 18 point, let's go out 2 decimal places, 18.38. So this is approximately 18.38. Alright, so that's my side C. Now, in order to get my side B, I'm going to do the same thing, except this time I'm going to use my tangent. So let's do the tangent of A, which is the 35.4167. 4167 is equal to the opposite side over the adjacent. So 10.65 over B here, that's the adjacent side. So once again, we're going to have B is equal to, I'm skipping a couple of steps here because I'm running out of room, but we're going to cross multiply and divide. So we're going to get B is equal to 10.65 divided by the tangent of 35.4167. And that's going to approximately be, and let me go ahead and back to my calculator. So 10.65 divided by the tangent of 35.4167, and we're looking at about 14.98. 14.98. All right. And so that is our B. And then finally, in order to get the angle B here, well, we know angle C is 90. We know angle A is 35 point, well, to 2 decimal places is 35.42. So we can just easily find that one. So that's 180. They all have to add up to that. So minus 90 minus the 35.42. So round it to 2 decimal places. Oh, put that in wrong. 180 minus 90 minus 35.42. 35.42. I put 1, 2 before. So rounded to 2 decimal places, that last angle would be 54.58 degrees. 54.58 degrees. Just double check that. 54.58. So angle B is approximately that. All right, and that is all of the angles. And as we can see, C there is 90 degrees. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. All right. Thanks, everybody.